Now in Good Morning Northwest, the manhunt for the gunman who killed conservative activist Charlie Kirk at a Utah University event. Politicians call it a political assassination, how it's ignited new concerns about political violence in America.
And we have another chance for wet weather today. Where and when to be on the lookout for a little bit of rain.
And Cougar fans, get ready to raise a glass. Beer and wine sales are coming to Martin Stadium this season. What we know about the pilot program and when it starts. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It's Thursday, September 11th. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray and your first alert forecast.
All right, good morning, everybody. We've had a couple of showers kind of spinning across the inland Northwest here very early this morning. Saw a little sprinkle in downtown Spokane. Now we're keeping an eye further south where things have kind of moved from, at least you can see, a pretty unusual direction coming out of the east or coming out of the north. Not very often we see kind of wind flow like this and where these storms are moving, but that's exactly what we've seen this morning. This storm produced a couple of lightning strikes here now, beginning to move just south of Dusty here, and that is going to continue to track its way to the west, rather, across Whitman County, getting closer and closer to the Washtuckna area later on this morning, pulling away from Pomeroy. Meanwhile, we got a little sprinkle at Warden right now. You'll likely see a sprinkle at least around the Othello area over the next 30 minutes or so. Connell also on the north side of town, starting to see a little bit of rain in your area. Of course, the camera feed in Coeur d'Alene has decided to not cooperate, but you can see cloudy conditions in Spokane, temperatures in the 60s here, and a little bit of cloud cover, maybe one or two little sprinkles around the Spokane area this morning. That's about it. We are going to be looking at more activity this afternoon, along with some more haze in our skies. We'll show you where we're expecting those storms to pop up later today. Coming up.
Matt, thanks. This morning, there is an active manhunt for the person who shot and killed conservative activist Charlie Kirk during an event at Utah Valley University.
The governor of Utah calling it the shooting a political assassination. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in D.C. with the latest on the investigation.
This morning, a massive manhunt for the person who shot and killed Charlie Kirk. The conservative activist was taking questions from students at Utah Valley University about mass shootings in America when a single shot rang out.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
Thousands were in the crowd watching as a witness recalled the horrific scene.
I was 15 feet away and it was really hard to witness. As the guy said shooting or shooters or something like that, you just hear the gunshot and I'm sorry, you just see his neck just like open up and there's just like so much blood that just came out. It was horrible.
The Utah Department of Public Safety initially took 2 people into custody but later released them. And as of this morning, the manhunt for the suspected shooter continues. A motive for the shooting remains unclear, but Utah Republican Governor Spencer Cox called it a political assassination.
Our nation is broken. We've had political assassinations recently in Minnesota. We had an attempted assassination on the governor of Pennsylvania. And we had an attempted assassination on a presidential candidate and former president of the United States, and now current president of the United States.
Charlie Kirk was a conservative commentator who founded Turning Point USA and who was known for reaching out to young conservative voters. He took a stand against abortion and most forms of immigration while stoking controversy by promoting election fraud claims, challenging LGBTQ rights, and ridiculing climate science. Earlier this year, Kirk saying his views put him at risk of violence.
You are potentially putting your safety, your well-being, and God forbid, your life in jeopardy for simply being a conservative on a college campus.
In Washington, lawmakers remembering Kirk with a moment of reflection. President Trump ordered flags around the country to be flown at half-staff. That moment of silence quickly turned into a shouting match, with one GOP lawmaker requesting the prayer be said out loud, while Democrats shouted for gun safety legislation. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
We spoke with the president of the Washington State University College Republicans, who met Kirk last spring when he came to the WSU campus as a part of his American Comeback Tour. Here are some photos from that tour. A lot of people showed up that day to hear Kirk speak. The president of WSU College Republicans, Jay Sani, got to meet Kirk. He told us he was shocked to see the news of his death.
at the end of the day, we might just have, differing opinions. People used to get along, 10, 15, years ago. Today, it's not like that. And, I hope it changes.
Sonny says security was top of mind during that WSU event, and he was worried about political violence that day. Several local politicians shared their own reactions to Kirk's death. You can read those. They're posted on our website, KXLY.com.
It runs an hour after Charlie Kirk's shooting. 2 students were injured by gunfire in Evergreen, Colorado. The suspected shooter, a male student at the school, died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. A 4th student was also taken to the hospital with an unknown injury. John Hickenlooper, a senator for Colorado, sharing his frustration about the amount of violence in our country.
The country's divided. There's a lot of bitterness. Violence is no solution. And it's very, very, very frustrating, especially with kids, that somehow they're feeling that this is their only way, their solution.
Police haven't released details about the shooter, but are seeking a warrant for the student's home and locker.
Cougar football fans can celebrate because they're going to be able to buy beer and wine inside Giesa Field this year, possibly starting with the Apple Cup. The Washington Liquor and Cannabis Board gave the green light to a 1-year pilot program. Yesterday's decision allows beer and wine to be sold in the stadium with the exception of the student section. People will be allowed to buy 2 drinks per transaction, and the drinks will all be served in transparent cups. Now, we reached out to WSU to see if this will take effect by the Cougs' next home game against the Huskies on September 20th, the Apple Cup, but still have not heard back yet. But of course, we'll let you know.
You know it.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:06.
All right, we'll also let you know what's happening today with your forecast. You got your eye on some rain.
Yeah, eye on some chances for showers and thunderstorms, mainly across North Idaho and then down into the Palouse as we head into the second half of the day. So we'll kind of give you a more complete timeline with that. Coming up here in just a few minutes in my forecast.
It's more than just building homes, it's building hope. I'm live in Spokane Valley where preparations are underway for a day of real impact. That story coming up next.
And mixed news for local schools as test scores show recovery from pandemic learning loss, where Spokane students stand compared to the state and where they need the most help. That's next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Avamere at South Hill.
Your fall wardrobe starts right here at River Park Square. Style the season your way. Discover it all at River Park Square.
Valley Fest is back. Spokane Valley's premier community event. Bring the family for a weekend packed full of fun. September 19th through the 21st. Don't miss the parade and bed races Friday night. River Run on Saturday. And car show and Tot Fest on Sunday. Plus Culture Fest. A petting zoo. 200 vendor booths. Live entertainment on 3 stages. And mouth-watering food all weekend long. Valley Fest. Your family's ultimate end of the summer bash. September 19th through the 21st in the Spokane Valley. Check out the full calendar of events at valleyfest.org.
Custom is more than choosing from a few fabric options. With our custom upholstery, you get control over almost every detail, so you can design a piece that's perfect for you. From the style of the arms and legs to the cushion type and pillow shape. Perfect style, perfect comfort, created for you. The Custom Comfort Event. Get 30% off store-wide at the Tin Roof.
At Parker Toyota, we've got an SUV for every lifestyle, from the legendary Land Cruiser to the spacious Highlander and the ever-versatile RAV4. Your next adventure starts here.
And with the largest SUV selection in the Northwest, Parker Toyota has what you're looking for on the lot today. With Toyota's world-class reliability and top-tier value, your SUV isn't just ready for the road, it's ready for the long haul.
See our great selection of SUVs at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
This is the Northwest, and this is the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid.
Engineered for adventure, the all-new Forester Hybrid offers enhanced fuel efficiency, upgraded driver assist technology, and the new 360-degree surround view monitor. From rain to snow, city to summit, the Subaru Forester keeps you confidently in control loaded with advanced features and legendary reliability.
Celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event now through September 2nd at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:10, and here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. The UK has fired its ambassador to the U.S. over his ties to Jeffrey Epstein.
Peter Mandelson had been under mounting pressure since U.S. lawmakers released Epstein's birthday book, in which he'd penned a handwritten note describing Epstein as my best pal. Despite the revelation, UK's Prime Minister Keir Starmer forcefully defended his ambassador Wednesday, telling Parliament that Mandelson had his full confidence. But hours later, the scandal snowballed after Bloomberg published a trove of emails between Mandelson and Epstein, in which Mandelson expressed support for his friend and offered to discuss his infamous 2008 Florida case with his political contacts.
More than 300 South Korean workers who were detained by U.S. immigration authorities in Georgia last week will be returned to South Korea today. They will depart on a flight from Atlanta and arrive in Korea on Friday. The workers were taken into custody last week during a sweeping ICE raid at a Hyundai battery plant. News of the detentions, including images released by ICE of the workers being lined up and restrained with long chains, have sparked widespread frustration and an outcry in South Korea, a long-standing U.S. ally that earlier this year pledged to invest hundreds of billions of dollars in the American economy.
Opening statements set to begin today in the criminal trial of Ryan Ruth, the man accused of attempting to assassinate President Donald Trump on his golf course last year. Prosecutors allege Ruth put together a methodical plan, including purchasing a military-grade weapon, researching Trump's movements, and utilizing a dozen burner phones to kill Trump based on political grievances. Despite lacking any legal education or experience, Ruth dismissed his lawyers and intends to defend himself at trial.
Good morning. It's time to plan your day. We have likely a couple of sprinkles out there this morning that'll kind of drift around the inland Northwest. The vast majority of us going to be dry, though, this morning. Temperatures are in the 60s. We'll be up to the 80s this afternoon with some haze. And we'll be looking for some developing thunderstorms, particularly in North Idaho or coming across the state line from western Montana. Those will begin to sweep through parts of our region tonight, making for more stormy weather.
Spokane Public Schools are below state averages for reading, math, and science assessments. That's according to new data. Smarter Balance Assessment says data from the spring shows SPS is 2 to 3% lower than state averages for showing grade level knowledge of those subjects. Districts like Meade and Central Valley were above average in all 3 subjects, but the state superintendent's office says it's seeing encouraging data about across the state, about learning growth returning to those pre-pandemic levels.
Our parents and guardians in particular, they're focusing their kids despite attendance challenges and all of the pressures we talk about. There is a focus here on learning, and it's starting to pay off in a way that we can now tangibly see.
Superintendent of Public Instruction Chris Reichtel says 14 other states are outperforming Washington on 8th grade math. He wants to double down on investing in math education. Good morning, Northwest time right now, 6:13.
26 families on 5 Mile Prairie face a water crisis decades in the making. Coming up a little later, the multi-million-dollar fix that could bankrupt homeowners.
Plus, veterans and volunteers honor 9/11 by building these homes. Coming up, we got Hannah Joy live in Spokane Valley with how the Habitat for Humanity project turns remembrance into action and how you can still help.
Wildfire season is here. Protect what matters most with meteorologist Chris Crocker.
We track the winds, the humidity, the lightning, because even the smallest change can lead to disaster.
The First Alert Weather Team, only on 4 News Now.
For over 90 years, McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows has been making homes more energy efficient and beautiful. And right now, during our anniversary sale, we're offering financing where you can replace up to 10 windows and a patio door for just $199 a month. Or you can add a new roof with the window package for $399 a month. And if you want a trifecta of roof, windows, and new siding, how does $799 a month sound? At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
Welcome to Wonders of the World. Come feel the magic inside. Fascinating and powerful crystals from the dawn of time. Incredible natural wonders and prehistoric artifacts. And talk about magic, you should come to Fantasyland. Thousands of pieces of fabulous jewelry and literally millions of beads. Remarkable, astonishing, and whimsical. Come visit Wonders of the World. There's magic inside, and you can take some home.
Need a new garage door?
Sorry.
We know your garage door is more than just a door. It's also curb appeal and security. That's why our expertly trained technicians bring precision to every install. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and a great investment for your home. Give us a call today.
If you like your Broadway hot, you'll love the musical blockbuster the New York Times calls a supersized all-out song and dance spectacular. Some Like It Hot. See the Tony and Grammy Award-winning Broadway show, created by the teams from Disney's Aladdin, Hairspray, and the Book of Mormon. Some Like It Hot.
Some like it hot, and that ain't bad.
Playing September 23rd through 28th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
When you're in a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. We're here as a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swaff and Associates, it got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999. Comfort and peace. When a loved one is in need of end-of-life care, it's more than care. It's warmth and dignity in the face of advanced illness. Courage binds us all. The courage in facing a terminal illness together. Our care team have dedicated their lives to alleviating pain, discomfort, and providing licensed around-the-clock medical attention. We are Hospice of North Idaho, and we are honored to care for your loved one.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gamma Knife.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:17. This week in Spokane Valley, hammers are swinging and every nail honors a memory.
Habitat for Humanity Spokane is back with its Veterans Build, a powerful way to pay tribute to 9/11 by building something lasting for the community. Hannah Joy is live at one of the sites where volunteers are turning service into action this week. Hannah.
Good morning, Robin. Good morning, Natalie. We all know that a good house has to have a good foundation, and that's what we're standing in right now, Robin and Natalie. And with Veterans Build, it brings together veterans, first responders, and everyday folks to help build a home that's going to be just spectacular. And I am here with Zach Fisnick, who is the Community Relations Manager for Habitat for Humanity. Zach, thank you so much for being with us.
Absolutely.
So what does this really mean? What does this project mean for the community of Spokane?
Yeah, so Spokane, we are a military community. Many of our military members do have barriers that they come across looking on their path to home ownership. So Habitat for Humanity helps work through those. We work with families making below 80% of the area median income. This is working families, veterans, seniors, all folks. So Habitat for Humanity helps get them into homes.
And today is such a special day. It's 9/11. So why is this project tied to a day like 9/11?
Absolutely. Putting our remembrance into action. We are bringing community members together with our first responders and veterans to raise hammers, raise walls, and put our remembrance into action.
When will the homes be complete? That's the big question here.
Absolutely. So these homes should be all complete within this next year.
And what does someone need to do in order to live in a home like this?
Yeah, so our future homeowners work through 250 partnership hours working through our program. So that means coming out and helping out at job sites like this, and also going through those financial preparation courses through our homeowner services department.
And it's important to note that it's affordable. It's affordable homes for everyday people. You can come and participate. We're on day 2 of the construction, and there's 2 more days left that you can join in. It's completely free, no training needed. All you got to do is go to habitatspokane.org.
Hannah, thanks. And we are actually going to toss things over to a special report. We have police giving an update on the yesterday's shooting of Charlie Kirk.
Let's listen in. ABC News Now.
Everything we have into this, and we will catch this individual. Having walked through the crime scene, through the hallways of this school, through the classrooms, I can't imagine what the people on scene felt as well. A horrific event where some of them barricaded in classrooms, some of them ran in fear. Can't overstate the tragedy and the horrific event that yesterday was, and how we will work to bring to justice the actions of one individual or any other individuals that assisted in that. Our state has gone through a lot, and we will come out successful. With that, I'll turn the time over to Special Agent Bowles in charge.
Good morning. My name is Robert Bowles, and I am the Special Agent in charge of the Salt Lake Field Office. Following yesterday's tragic shooting of Charlie Kirk, FBI agents have been working around the clock in coordination with our law enforcement partners. We are and will continue to work nonstop until we find the person that has committed this heinous crime and find out why they did it. This morning I can tell you that we have recovered what we believe is the weapon that was used in yesterday's shooting. It is a high-powered bolt-action rifle. That rifle was recovered in a wooded area where the shooter had fled. The FBI laboratory will be analyzing this weapon. Investigators have also collected footwear impression, a palm print, and forearm imprints for analysis. Now, I understand there are a lot of questions about motive. I assure you that all leads, tips are being fully investigated. As of this morning, we have received more than 130 tips. We thank the community for that. The FBI has brought every resource to bear, and we will continue to do so throughout the course of this investigation. The FBI's mission is to protect the American people. It's to uphold the Constitution of the United States. Any attack on the First Amendment is an attack on the very foundation of our democracy. That is why we will relentlessly pursue this case and the shooter until we find him. We also continue to grieve with the family and the community. It's our community. If you have any video or images from the shooting, we ask you to please submit them to our digital media tip website at www.fbi.gov/Utah Valley Shooting. You can also call the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI. We truly rely on the public's help in these types of cases, and no tip is too small or insignificant. Thank you.
Absolutely. So what I'll release about the suspect is suspect blended in well with a college institution. And we're not releasing many details right now, and we will soon. But right now we're not. But that individual appears to be of college age. We are confident in our abilities to track that individual. If we're unsuccessful in identifying them immediately, we will reach out for the public's help and the media's help in pushing those photos. That was a new development overnight, working through the night, studying those cameras. So that's something that's new and that we're working through right now. As far as the security, I cannot speak to that. Neither the Department of Public Safety nor the Federal Bureau of Investigation was involved in the planning or security of this event.
All right, you have been listening to a live update from the FBI and the department with the latest on the Charlie Kirk murder.
We'll be following us throughout the day. You can look on KXLY.com for any of those updates, and of course we'll be covering it tonight in our shows as well.
Definitely. All right, and for weather, we are dealing with a little bit of, it depends on where you are, right?
Yeah.
As is often the case
the weather
here.
depends on where you are. I'm sorry. We've had an interesting morning here. We've been trying to stay awake here on this Thursday. Hey, let's take a look at what's going on outside right now. A little bit of cloud cover here this morning. 62 degrees. We watched a little sprinkle very early this morning over downtown Spokane. Think that we may be able to cloud out just enough to where we may see another little sprinkle before our morning is through. But for the most part, we're going to be staying on the dry side in the local area. Monterey moderate air quality right now, and that is going to continue off and on throughout today, tomorrow, and into the weekend as well. Without any major rain events through at least Saturday, we are not going to really anticipate much change in air quality situations, and not a lot of big wind either. Temperatures in the 80s for this afternoon. Building clouds again, and we'll start to be on the lookout for some showers and thunderstorms as we head on into the evening. Highs today right about 83 for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Drier conditions and hotter as well in Omak and Grand Coulee and in the LC Valley. Upper 80s there and low 90s. So we'll see a little bit of sunshine as we head towards midday, and that'll help fuel some thunderstorm development. These are going to be slow moving, likely to see some heavy rain if you get stuck under one of these around the Palouse and across North Idaho. That's where they'll first develop and then try to track out to the west as time goes on. Now, I suspect here that most of the activity is going to be in the very late afternoon and into the early evening, and mainly across North Idaho, with a couple of storms getting across the state line into the Palouse region, the Blue Mountains, or even as far north as Spokane, especially as we head into the late evening. And, you know, sometimes these thunderstorms, they blast out cooler air and then they pop up new thunderstorms because of that in areas that hadn't had any active weather yet. And so it kind of ping pongs around as we go through the night. That's likely to happen again. By the time we're waking up tomorrow morning, a couple of showers in the Blue Mountains, and that is about it as far as things go for the next couple of days. Now, as we head into the weekend, some more changes. Another system is coming in. This is going to bring, I think, a little bit more of the kind of more widespread rain as opposed to the really hit or miss stuff we've had so far this week. It also helped cool us off a little bit. I think we're getting down to the mid-70s for highs on Monday, but we'll warm up pretty quickly by the middle of next week.
All right. Matt, thanks. Good morning. Northwest time right now is 6:27.
26 families on 5 Mile Prairie face a water crisis decades in the making. Multi-day outages, failing infrastructure, and a $2.5 million price tag with no solution. We'll show you why these homeowners feel abandoned.
Plus, Lake Coeur d'Alene families get welcome news about beach safety. State tests reveal most areas are clear for swimming and recreation. The mining contamination lingers in some of those river spots. The latest on where it's safe to play after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Kerner Furniture.
For more than 20 years, Blackhawk has electrified country fans. Experience them live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, October 16th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Valley Fest is back, Spokane Valley's premier community event. Bring the family for a weekend packed full of fun. September 19th through the 21st. Don't miss the parade and bed races Friday night, River Run on Saturday, and Car Show and Tot Fest on Sunday. Plus Culture Fest, a petting zoo, 200 vendor booths, live entertainment on 3 stages, and mouth-watering food all weekend long. Valley Fest, your family's ultimate end of the summer bash. September 19th through the 21st in the Spokane Valley. Check out the full calendar of events at valleyfest.org.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, and thanks for being with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Thursday, September 11th. We're going to start things off with meteorologist Matt Gray. A look at that first alert forecast, taking a look outside the radar, Matt.
Yeah, out at the radar, we do have some things to track this morning as we see the kind of remnants of the Thunderstorms that we saw across North Idaho last night still pushing their way now through eastern Washington. You can see everything kind of moving in this kind of counterclockwise loop, coming around from the south across Idaho and then pushing to the west and then eventually south across the Columbia Basin here this morning. Things have been moving quite slowly, and that does continue this morning in Whitman County, where we are seeing some wet weather between Dusty and La Crosse. La Crosse about to see some of that wet weather. We may see a sprinkle here later this morning in Washtenaw, but it's going to take a little while to get there. After all, it's taken the better part of 2 hours just to get up into the La Crosse area from Pomeroy this morning. So slow moving, and that's going to be the case for this afternoon as well. Temperatures in the 80s and even a couple 90s in places like Omak and Grand Coulee, but especially from Spokane and Coeur d'Alene southward today. We're going to be on the lookout for some thunderstorms developing in the afternoon and then most active heading into the evening. So those areas in the darker green, the most likely places we are to see a shower or storm later on this afternoon and heading into tonight. We'll look at the timeline for that and talk a little bit about some haze in our skies and what you can expect this weekend coming up.
All right, Matt, thanks.
We are following some breaking news this morning. Motorcycle rider died on State Route 28 in Grant County last night. According to Washington State Patrol, 36-year-old Jesse Perez's motorcycle hit an animal. He fell off the bike and into the road where a car later hit Perez. No one in the car was hurt.
Imagine buying your dream home, only to realize you don't have reliable access to water. That's the reality for some people on 5 Mile Prairie. Now, this dot here is Bellevue Water District 13. It's a small water district comprised of 26 homes and water infrastructure concerns dating back more than 50 years. It's led to long outages, high water bills, and a lot of frustration by the people who live here with no solution in sight. People move out to 5 Mile Prairie for a little extra space. That was Heidi Ferry's plan when she moved back to the inland Northwest with her family last year. But what was supposed to be a welcomed homecoming has been flooded with frustrations.
So currently we are facing what is really a water infrastructure crisis.
Heidi's home is in Bellevue Water District number 13. It's a small water district with years of water infrastructure problems.
So we use it for showers, but we don't actually drink the water.
On a daily basis, residents aren't sure if they'll have safe water for their families. And the water they do get doesn't even come with enough pressure to water the lawn. Neighbors say the water main supplying their homes is failing, and they've documented its troubles now for 50 years. Their well also no longer works. Neighbors say over the years, problems have been continuously met with Band-Aid solutions to get by, resulting in multi-day outages and expensive repairs. Here we're at the intersection of Bellevue and Prescott. It's a ways down from Heidi and her family's home, and here we have this manhole cover. This is where the city of Spokane water ends and where the Bellevue Water District begins. This is also the site of the closest fire hydrant for all 26 homes in the water district, meaning if a fire were to break out here, it could be a pretty tricky situation.
We have about 50 acres of dry farmland around us, and we don't have fire hydrants on our street. So if there is a fire behind us, they're going to have to truck in water. And we know that even just the weight of that truck will crush that water main, and that will put us in an emergency status. We're waiting for a disaster, essentially.
Heidi hopes their area will be absorbed into the city of Spokane's water system. The city said it would, but only if the water infrastructure went through a massive overhaul. The project would cost $2.5 million, and the bill would be split between the 26 homes, something County Commissioner Al French, who represents the district, says has been offered through the creation of a road improvement district that would tack on the cost of the project to the property taxes of the residents for the next 10 to 20 years. An offer ultimately shot down by Bellevue leaders, hoping to find other forms of funding.
We've exhausted every effort with the state and even on the federal level for grants and loans, and we either don't qualify for them or we can't afford them because these loans come with interest, and each house would be responsible for roughly $160,000 to $180,000 if we were to take out a loan.
Last year, when they thought the money was secured for the fix in the state budget, it fell through.
It's clearly an oversight, and that's the big problem.
Neighbors feel this whole situation was an oversight by the city and county. As new neighborhoods and schools went up around them and were brought onto city water, Bellevue continued to be the forgotten block.
It's been kicked between county and city. That's one issue. But it just doesn't seem like anybody cares enough to say, hey, I'm going to step in and help this water district.
So far, Heidi says the only viable way forward she sees is to gain support from lawmakers by having them include that money into the state budget, something Commissioner French and other lawmakers say they will try for again, saying in a statement, "We plan on submitting the request again next year, but the state legislature is not known for funding projects like these because there is no statewide nexus." Adding, if the funding is not able to be secured through the state, it will most likely fall on the residents of Bellevue.
It just feels like we are up against, this is a hill that is very steep to climb, and it's not a battle we might ever win unless we have we're going to have elected officials step in.
So until a solution is found, Heidi and her neighbors feel stuck with no end in sight for their water woes.
Yeah, so how are they getting water, those homes, if their well is broken and the main is failing?
Yeah, fair question. And right now, the Bellevue does have an emergency intertie with the city of Spokane to get water from their system, but it was put in place about 20 years ago only for emergency situations. However, their well failed back in 2014. So this has been their primary source of water for the last 10 years out there. And with that emergency water comes higher prices, which of course is then passed on to residents there. So just kind of adding on to an already frustrating situation. Of course, we'll let you know if and when funding is secured for this project.
Thank you very much. What a story. A firefighter from Priest River died Monday in the line of duty in northern Arizona. 70-year-old J. Hank Hester was helping battle the Dragon Bravo fire burning in Grand Canyon National Park when he suffered a heart attack and died. His daughter-in-law emailed us to share his story. We spoke with Hester's son, Caleb, who is also a firefighter and was working that very same fire with his dad. Caleb told us his father was a fearless, carefree kind of guy. He was a real solid figure for a lot of people.
New test results show most beaches in the Coeur d'Alene Basin are safe for swimming and recreation. State researchers checked out more than 30 beaches for dangerous metals in the sand and the water from decades-old mining operations upstream. The results gave families the green light to enjoy most of the beaches on Lake Coeur d'Alene. However, some river sites near Harrison and above Envale still have high metal contamination, so warning signs are posted there.
Everyone wants to know that it's safe to continue to enjoy all the areas around the lake, and so it's good news to see what we thought we knew to be true.
The state says cleanup work over the last 30 years has made some areas safer than before, showing less contamination. Beaches closer to the mines upstream on the Coeur d'Alene River may still require extra caution, but overall, it's positive news for anyone heading out and enjoying the lake. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:37.
And people will still be enjoying the waterways. It's still going to be kind of warm.
Yeah. Temperatures still in the 80s here into the start of the weekend. It also means that we'll still continue to see some hazy conditions. Those air quality alerts, they're back in effect in Northeast Washington again. We will talk about maybe some rain that might help us out with that situation coming up.
And still to come on Good Morning Northwest, is your child's car seat installed correctly? Doctors say many parents get it wrong. After the break, the simple steps to keep your kids safer on the road and where to get free help checking your setup.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Scott, exciting news at Ziggy's here in Spokane Valley.
Yes, after 47 years in business, our building has been sold to a great local nonprofit, and we are going to be doing an inventory reduction sale here. At the Spokane Valley location only, we will be having huge discounts.
So Scott, what about carpets?
Oh, carpet's going to be one of the biggest discounts we have. This flooring is not going to any other location once the store is closed. So get in, get your flooring right now.
You're going to save me some money.
I hope so.
Thank you.
We are bringing caring for the person who is dying back into their own family.
It's all about the person that's leaving this world, but it's equally about the family.
With the necessary supports to assure their comfort, symptom management, and accompaniment as they walk through those final days that for many can be very scary. With caring support can really be the fullness of living as a person dies.
Check it out. At Planet Fitness, you can get free fitness training. Save $28 or more when you join today for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends September 12th.
At Coeur d'Alene Nissan, the Rogue is ready for wherever life takes you. It's the crossover with advanced technology and loads of room. Luxury comfort, perfect for cruising around town, long weekend trips, and everything in between. And with the Pro Pilot Assist, the Rogue helps drive for you. Hands-free, feet-free, worry-free. Take a test drive at our beautiful dealership just off Highway 95. Nice cars, nice people, Car Lane Nissan.
It's safe to say that a great day's work starts with a great night's sleep. So no matter what kind of job you have, Denver Mattress has the right mattress for you. So shop the extended Labor Day sale today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or save up to $200 on our Doctor's Choice lineup. Any size, any model. Check out the Colorado Twin for only $149.99. Plus, get 60 months no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
I hope for people that choose to watch my forecast on Good Morning Northwest is as you're making your plans for the day, you know what's coming up for your day and how to plan it, and that you have a little bit of fun on the way.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:40. Car crashes are the leading cause of death for children in the U.S.
And September is National Child Passenger Safety Month. In 2023 alone, more than 1,000 kids ages 14 and younger died in crashes. Safety advocates and doctors want parents to know how to install and use car seats correctly. A doctor with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta says very young children need to ride in rear-facing car seats for as long as possible. Once they hit the maximum height and weight for the seat, then they can move to a forward-facing seat. The step after that is a booster seat.
And if you've thrown out the instruction manual, most of these car seat manufacturers have really helpful websites where you can find that manual and figure out what that height and weight limit is.
Dr. Manisha Agarwal also says car seats need to be properly installed. If you're concerned yours isn't, because they can be tricky, go to a local fire station. They will make sure it is set up correctly.
All right, time to plan your day. This morning, we've had a couple of sprinkles still going on in parts of the Columbia Basin, but most of us will be dry this morning. We'll continue to see hazy conditions through the afternoon as we warm back up into the 80s. We will see some developing thunderstorms, especially across North Idaho, and that will make, at least in many places, a stormy evening that will eventually lead to some very late night sprinkles and showers.
If you're looking for a way to honor the lives that were lost 24 years ago today in the 9/11 terror attacks, you can head out to Eastern Washington University. Later this morning, a memorial stair climb is taking place at Roos Field. Participants will climb 110 floors of stairs, representing the number of flights first responders scaled in the Twin Towers back in 2001. It starts at 8 a.m., goes until 10. Registration is available on site, so it's not too late to sign up if you want to head on out there.
Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:42.
On the anniversary of 9/11, our veterans are giving back to people in the community in a very special way. We have Hannah Joy live in Spokane Valley.
Day 2 of Veterans Build is underway. Stay tuned to find out how you can join in on the efforts coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Bill's Heating and AC has not one, not two, but 3 warehouses overstocked with top quality air conditioners. To clear out inventory before the end of the year, we're doing something we've never done before. Advertising our guaranteed lowest pricing for all to see. Right now, you can get a full heating and cooling system installed for only $6,500 to $8,500, depending on capacity. Call now before this amazing deal goes away. Call 208-777-5528.
AARP Spokane and BECU invite you to take steps towards a sharper mind and a stronger community. Join them for a free monthly Saturday morning walk series at Northtown Mall designed for older adults, where every step supports your health. Led by local AARP volunteers, the walks will be a fun and welcoming way to stay active, socially connected, and informed. Whether you're a casual stroller or a brisk walker, all activity levels are welcome and no one gets left behind. Find out how to participate at this website.
Kerner Furniture is blessed to have called the Inland Northwest home for the past 46 years.
We've also been blessed to help furnish your homes these past 4 decades.
And to celebrate our 46th year, we are having an anniversary sale.
Shop our selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom sets, all at lowered sale pricing.
And if you're looking for a lazy boy, then start here because we always guarantee the lowest prices in the area.
Celebrate 46 years of Kerner Furniture during our anniversary sale.
Going on now.
It started with a drive down 8th Avenue.
Wow,
what is this place?
A permanent year-round market rooted in sustainability, equity, and community. BECU stepped in with trust-based philanthropy and a commitment to the community.
Our partnership with Scale House is helping our members, is helping our community grow, thrive, get access to food.
From arts to agriculture, Scale House Market is a place where people grow together.
This winter, experience the ultimate rock Christmas tradition. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting The Ghost of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. Friday, November 21st, Spokane Arena. Tickets on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. at ticketswest.com. Don't miss this season's most exciting concert experience. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert.
Be our guest and save now at Buy-Mart.
Good morning. It's now 6:45. This week, service gets a new mission, not on a battlefield, but right here at home.
Veterans, first responders, and neighbors are coming together to build more houses. More than houses, rather. They're rebuilding hope, healing, and a lasting tribute to 9/11. Habitat for Humanity's Spokane Veterans Build is on its third day of service today, and our Hannah Joy is live on site with how you can be a part of this powerful act of remembrance. Good morning, Hannah.
Good morning, Robin. Good morning, Natalie. I have been just so amazed by everything that's going on with Veterans Build. And in Spokane Valley, this project has been buzzing all week long with just the amazing work of people building homes and affordable homes at that. And so I am here with Zach Fisnick, and he is the community manager for Habitat for Humanity. And Zach, I thank you so much for being here, but is it possible if you can walk us through what we're really seeing in this home?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So just showing you guys around. Here's the we have the bathroom. You know, as you can see, our construction team builds affordable homes, but they do not build cheap homes. Fun fact with the all the duplexes here. Of course, this is our washer and dryer laundry room here. These homes are all made with insulated concrete forms, so they are energy efficient. That reduces heat and cooling costs by about 60%. So
and today is such a special day. It's 9/11, and usually people have ceremonies, parades, and they do a whole lot to honor this day, right?
Absolutely.
But why do you feel this project in particular is so special?
Absolutely. So Veterans Build is really important as it really puts our remembrance into action. It ensures that the men and women who fought to protect our country are able to afford to live in our community.
Okay, and there's just one last room I just want everyone to see. It's going to be one of my favorites because, geez, we're going into the master bedroom. We're going into the master bedroom. And Zach, when will this whole entire project be complete?
So these homes should be completed all within the next year.
Wow, and I'm really amazed because right here we are seeing a walk-in closet, right?
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it. And this is every girl's dream for the purses, the shoes, the clothes, all the things. Get into it. So how can someone participate in helping build?
Absolutely. 3 great ways to get involved. You can, of course, come out and join us on site here, come volunteer with us, donate, or even shopping at our store. Everything helps build homes, community hope here.
And you don't need any experience. All you have to do is go to habitatspokane.org.
And we are taking a look out at the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. I want to thank Hannah for her report this morning. 62 right now with a little bit of cloud cover. And we saw a little sprinkle here in downtown late last night. We have another chance to see at least a little bit of rain as we head into tonight as well. But for most of the day, we'll start off with this mostly cloudy weather. We'll eventually see the sunshine break out later this morning. It will be a hazy sunshine, similar to what we saw yesterday as we continue to see smoke from these fires around our region, and certainly with these temperatures, which are still above average, not as hot as last week, but a few weeks are. Temperatures will be up into the mid-80s here for this afternoon. Now, we'll start to see things begin to kind of bubble up with our clouds, especially as you look to the east towards Idaho and Montana here. And we will start by the time we get to the evening to see those chances begin to rise for these showers and thunderstorms. So let's show you here on the simulated radar. Folks around the Silver Valley, around the Palouse, especially on the Idaho side, you're going to be the folks that have to watch out for some thundery weather the most as we head into the early to mid-afternoon. Slow moving storms as well. And so you will pick up some heavy rain if you are lucky enough to get under one of these, but likely see some standing water as well with these slow movers. By the time we get to 6, 7 o'clock, lots of activity over in Montana that's going to push its way through North Idaho as we head through the evening and into the overnight. Best chance of wet weather is going to be from Spokane and Coeur d'Alene southward towards Pullman, Moscow, and Lewiston. And some of these showers and storms will even last into the early hours of tomorrow morning. And then that will wrap up this weather system. But there's another one on the way. So as we head into the end of Sunday, as you're wrapping up, maybe camping this weekend, enjoying some of the nicer weather, we will be on the lookout for a little bit of wet weather and some breezy conditions to wrap up your weekend. We'll show you how long that'll last in your 7-day forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by VECU, your local not-for-profit credit union.
At Finley Downtown Toyota, our certified used vehicles go through a 160-point inspection, backed by a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Plus, every certified vehicle comes with roadside assistance, so you can drive with confidence.
Custom is more than choosing from a few fabric options. With our custom upholstery, you get control over almost every detail, so you can design a piece that's perfect for you. From the style of the arms and legs to the cushion type and pillow shape. Perfect style, perfect comfort, created for you. The Custom Comfort Event. Get 30% off store-wide at the Tin Roof.
Your local flooring experts at Carpet Barn are honored to sponsor Heroes Day at the fair. As a show of our gratitude, we're offering an exclusive discount to the heroes in our community during the Heroes Sale. All month long, first responders, active military, and veterans will receive an extra 10% off on carpet, LVP, laminate, and vinyl. We're proud to serve those who serve our community. Get fair prices, fast delivery, and quality products worthy of our heroes. Find a location near you at carpetbarnspokane.com.
Tackle every job with power and precision this season with Pape Machinery Ag & Turf. For a limited time, you can get 0% financing for up to 84 months on a new John Deere 1025R compact utility tractor with 120R standard loader, all for just $249 per month. Shop online or head to your nearest Pape Machinery location to experience the unmatched customer service and support that keeps your operation running strong. But don't wait, this offer ends October 31st. Pape keeps you moving.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Medicare options for Freddie.
No, not Freddie. Eddie.
Are you still there, Freddie? Okay, aging needs.
Agent, please.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Good morning. Your time right now is 6:53. It's time to take on your Thursday in the morning sprint. Meteorologist Matt Gray is keeping his eye on some hazy skies and chances of rain.
And Hannah Joy is at a special Habitat for Humanity event in honor of the anniversary of the September 11th attacks.
But first, we're learning new details this morning of the shooting death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk at a Utah university.
In an FBI briefing, investigators say they have recovered the rifle they say they believe was used in the killing and have images of the shooter, though they are not commenting specifically on his face. Agents did say it appears to be a college-age person and that they are exhausting every resource to find the shooter. We spoke with the president of Washington State University College Republicans who met Kirk last spring when he came to the WSU campus as a part of his American Comeback Tour. These pictures are from that tour. A lot of people showed up to hear Kirk speak. The president of WSU College Republicans, Jay Sani, got to meet Kirk and he told us he was shocked to see the news of his death.
At the end of the day, we might just have, differing opinions. People used to get along, 10, 15, years ago. Today, it's not like that. And, I hope it changes.
Sonny says security was top of mind during the WSU event, and he was worried about potential violence. Several local politicians shared their own reactions to Kirk's death. You can read those on KXLY.com and follow the very latest on this investigation coming up on Good Morning America at 7.
About an hour after Charlie Kirk's shooting, 2 students were injured by gunfire in Evergreen, Colorado. The suspected shooter, a male student at the school, died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. A 4th student was also taken to the hospital with an unknown injury. Police have not released the details about this shooter, but are seeking a warrant for the student's home and locker.
In your forecast today, we saw a couple of sprinkles late last night. Now seeing hazy conditions with a little bit of cloud cover. We'll be looking for temperatures in the 80s this afternoon, building clouds and a chance for 1 or 2 thunderstorms as we head into this evening. We'll dry out a little bit for Friday.
Cougar football fans can now celebrate because they're going to be able to buy beer and wine inside Giesa Field this year, possibly starting with the Apple Cup. The Washington Liquor and Cannabis Board gave the green light to that 1-year pilot program. Yesterday's decision allows beer and wine to be sold in the stadium with the exemption of the student section. People will be able to buy 2 drinks per transaction, and drinks will be served in a transparent cup. We reached out to WSU to see if this will take effect by the Cougs' next home game against the Huskies, the Apple Cup, on September 20th, but have not heard back.
Get your nails, get your hammers. Habitat for Humanity is back with Veterans Build. It's a 4-day project. We are on day 2, and it's a time for veterans, everyday people, and first responders to pitch in and help build affordable homes. And it is happening right here in Spokane Valley. All you have to do is go to HabitatSpokane.org. And it is a time where people 18 years of age and 16 to 17 years of age can also join in on all the fun. Again, all you have to do is go to HabitatSpokane.org.
If you're looking for a way to honor the lives that were lost 24 years ago today in the 9/11 attacks, you can go to Eastern Washington University later this morning in just about an hour. A memorial stair climb starts at Roos Field. Participants will climb 110 floors of stairs, representing the number of flights first responders scaled in the Twin Towers in 2001. Starts at 8 o'clock, goes until 10 this morning. Registration is available on site, so it's not too late to sign up.
For a group of 26 homes on 5 Mile Prairie, getting access to reliable water has been a struggle for decades. Bellevue Water District 13 is a small water district with years of water infrastructure problems. On a daily basis, residents aren't sure if they'll have safe water. The water main supplying to their homes is failing and their well is broken. To fix it, it costs $2.5 million, money the district doesn't have, so they're looking for other options, but so far efforts have come up dry.
It just feels like we are up against, this is a hill that is very steep to climb, and it's not a battle we might ever win unless we have we're going to have elected officials step in.
So how did this become the forgotten block on 5 Mile, and what's being done to help give these families reliable water access? You can watch my full story. It's up right now on KXLY.com.
All right, we'll be back with a final check of weather with meteorologist Matt Gray coming up. And as we head to break, here is a look outside on your Thursday morning.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
The 2025 Ford Bronco is everywhere, and for good reason. It's built for anything, loaded with capability, and will go anywhere you take it. Snow, mud, dirt, whatever the road throws at you. This goat gives you seven different terrain modes to handle it all. And the Bronco just won an award for best in class for initial quality. When buying your next SUV, think Wendell Ford. We would be honored to show you the new Bronco. Wendell Ford, drive for generations.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors. 24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.